I haven't done a journal entry in a while because the semester started. I've been so busy getting ready for class, doing orientation to students, and just and traveling. But I'm inspired today because I am at the Restore Her retreat, sponsored by or put together by Glow Girl World and Dacia Root. We're in Atlanta. So I'm inspired by this retreat, and I'm inspired to do this journal entry in the hotel room. The call for the retreat is, and the theme is to surrender all. So this journal entry is about surrendering to God. Let's surrender to the Most High. Proverbs 23:26 says, "My son, give me thine heart, and let thine eyes observe me." Man, that is so touching. So how do you surrender to God? What is your process? Surrendering means to yield, capitulate, to give in to, giving up yourself and trusting God. When you surrender, it's a spiritual act of giving giving in to your will and trusting in God's power and his teaching. When we surrender, we give up control. We let go of our own plans and desires. We give the Lord a heart, just like the Proverbs 23 says, and we yield to God. We learn to trust God and his plan for our lives. The word says he knew us before we were born. Jeremiah 1-5 says that. And Psalms 139:13-18, it supports that. He knew us before we were born. He knew us before our parents knew us, before we were even thought about in the womb. Oh my goodness. We humble ourselves when we submit. We admit that we can change ourselves, and we admit that we cannot change ourselves. We cannot save ourselves unless we trust God. We ask him for his help. The word says, though, we can it advises us to save ourselves from this untoward generation. That's Act 2:40. But we know that we can't do that unless we surrender to God, unless we give in to him and trust him and his plan. So this scripture that guides us, it says that we need to give our hearts to God and let our eyes observe his ways. How do we do that? By reading his word on a daily basis, a little bit here and a little bit there. So the I am statement that I'm sharing today comes from that scripture. I will give my heart to God, and I will ensure that my eyes observe his ways. Again, how do you surrender, and what is your process? Happy journaling.